Senior reporter now, Silindelo Masikane, who is outside the family home of Aziz Pahad. Aziz Pahad survived by his wife. He leaves behind his wife, Angela. How's it looking where you are? Is it just family, or are you seeing dignitaries, politicians, etc. also arriving?
Not as yet, but of course we are expecting to see some more activity outside the family home just after 7:30 this morning, where we are of course expecting his body to be brought to the family home. Of course we know with this special official funeral that we are expecting dignitaries to be attending, but to just give us more context in terms of the proceedings that will follow heading to the funeral, I am joined by the family spokesperson. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Fazil. Maybe just talk us through the arrangements and how everything has gone in terms of making sure that the funeral goes ahead today.
Well, let's start by saying that this is an official funeral, and therefore we will be proceeding to West Park Cemetery at 9:30 this morning. But before that, the body will be arriving at 8 o'clock for family members, for prayers to be said, and for family members to say their farewell to former Deputy Minister Aziz Pahad. We then proceed to the cemetery, West Park Cemetery, and of course the program is planned to start at 10 o'clock. My understanding is that the President will be there himself. We are expecting many people to arrive at the funeral. The program will proceed. We have a number of speakers on the program, with the President, of course, concluding. And then at the end of the official funeral, the Muslim community will take over the final part of the burial of Aziz Pahad, and prayers will be said at the graveside, and that will be the closure of today's program.
Maybe then talk to us about the legacy he leaves behind, and perhaps what the family wants South Africans to remember about him.
Well, you know, there are so many things that we need to actually consider when remembering the former minister. He was the family wants him to be remembered as someone who contributed enormously to where we are today. You know, a lifelong member of the ANC, a revolutionary, a progressive person, an internationalist, completely committed to South Africa, and totally committed to Africa. You know, I was thinking about Aziz as I knew him, not as a deputy minister, but he was someone who expressed warmth, was a loving person, always approachable. You know, many journalists who I've spoken to, especially in that early period of 1994 leading to 2009, talk about how he was always approachable, ensured that journalists were treated with utter respect. There's no doubt that Aziz played a significant role in developing the policies of a democratic South Africa with respect to international affairs and foreign policy. So these are, the family He has had a prolonged illness, so the family have had time to accommodate to the situation. His son has arrived from London yesterday, and entire family will be gathering. Angela's family, of course, who come mainly from Durban. Aziz's family, who are primarily based here in Johannesburg, and of course he's left now. Remember, the Pahad family have had great losses in the last few months, with the loss of former Minister Aziz Pahad, and then subsequently the youngest brother Zunaid left this world, and now Aziz. So they're having to cope with a great deal, and we are here to support them as much as we can, and we will be there for them.
We know that he had a very special relationship with former President Thabo Mbeki.
Yes.
Can we expect him today? Who else perhaps are we expecting in terms of dignitaries at the funeral?
Well, we are expecting former President Thabo Mbeki. He has been in New York and in Geneva. I'm told that he will be back this morning, providing the airports in Europe have been able to deal with all the flights coming through. So he's expected, and we're also hoping that former President Kgalema Motlanthe will be there. I know that the ANC, of course, leadership of the ANC will be present. The diplomatic community that Aziz had so much confidence in, and he was well known in the diplomatic community. They will be there, of course. And, you know, Aziz had a very vast network of people that he interacted with on a daily basis. So we're expecting a very large crowd.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Perhaps just lastly then, with the body arriving, how is the family doing? I'm sure it's been quite a difficult week in terms of the preparations and trying to ensure that today does go ahead.
No, the family has been coping extremely well. You know, the presidency has been totally supportive with respect to how the program is being conducted today, what is required. So, in that sense, Angela, Aziz's wife, has been able to focus on what is important for her, grieving for her husband, interacting with other family members, getting advice from other family members. So I think on the whole, the family have done very well, actually.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
All right, that is the family spokesperson, just giving us a sense as to how we're going to see today's proceedings unfolding. When I do look to my left, we are seeing that there are some officials that we believe will be arriving. At this point, it's just security personnel. However, of course, we will be outside the home monitoring the situation and seeing whether any dignitaries do come to this end. However, we are expecting that it will only mainly be family members who will be here to receive the body, where prayers will be made, and then the procession will head to West Park Cemetery.
All right.